Hi students, welcome to the science class. In the previous classes you studied about something about fabrics and the fibers, and also you know about what are the natural fibers and what are the synthetic fibers. What are the natural fibers is here. Natural fibers are nothing but the fibers which obtained from plants and animal products are called it as a natural fibers. For example, cotton fiber, silk fiber, jute fiber, wool fiber, these are all natural fibers. Why? Because they are obtained from the plant products and as well as animals product. Here cotton is a plant product, the fiber of the cotton is a plant product, and also the fiber of the silk, it is a animal product, it is comes from the silk moth. So and also you studied about what are synthetic fibers. What are synthetic fibers here? Synthetic fibers are nothing but the fibers which are made by the chemicals. They are known as the synthetic fibers. The fibers which obtained by chemicals are known as the synthetic fibers. Today in the lesson of synthetic fibers and plastics, we are going to study about what are synthetic fibers, what are the types of the synthetic fibers, and in which products we are going to use that synthetic fibers, what are the uses of that synthetic fibers, what are the disadvantages of the synthetic fibers, we are going to study in this class. So now I am going to start what are synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers, it is a synthetic fibers, as you know already, these synthetic fibers are nothing but the fibers which made by the chemicals. But how they are going to made? See, consider, you have to imagine a necklace made by the beads. So have you imagined that the necklace made by the beads in that type? In the synthetic fiber, the fibers are made by the small chemical units, and that chemical units, the continuous arrangement of the small chemical units it makes the fiber. That fiber, it is nothing but a synthetic fiber. So it is a chain of small units. Small units is a chemical substance. May such a chemical substance combine to form a large single unit, that is called it as a polymer. Why we are going to call it as a polymer here? Because a synthetic fiber is made by small chemical units in a continuous chain. Have got understood? That why it is called it as a polymer. All the synthetic fibers are made by the polymers. The chemical units which are present in the synthetic fibers are going to call it as a polymer. So this polymer, it is a Greek word. It comes from a Greek word from two words, that is poly and a mer. Here poly means many and mer means units. That means a synthetic fiber, it is made by many small units. I got understood? If you consider a necklace is made by a small beads, continuous chain. It is made by a continuous chain of small beads. That's like a synthetic fiber, it is also made by a chemical units, small chemical units in a chain. I got understood? Many chemical units. That's why we are going to call it as a polymer. Poly means many. It is a Greek word made up of two Greek words, that is poly and mer. Poly means many, mer means units. Many units, that is a synthetic fiber is made up of many small chemical units. Have got understood? So here there are more than five types of the synthetic fibers are present, but in your class we are going to study about only 5 types of the synthetic fibers. That are, one, it is a rayon, second one is a nylon, third one is a polyester, fourth one is a acrylic, and fifth one is a plastics. See, these are the types of the synthetic fibers. These are all types of the synthetic fibers. We are going to make some of the types of the synthetic fibers we are going to use in our daily life. Imagine that a life without a plastic. If every day of yours and us also starts with a plastic, that is when we are going to make brush. So the brush is a plastic, and when we are going to go for the bathing, so bucket, it is also made up of the plastic, isn't it? The plastic, it is one of the synthetic fiber. So it is not possible to imagine a life without a plastic. When you are going to a market, you should carry the vegetables, or you are going to carry the vegetables with the help of plastic bags, that is polythene bags. It is one type of the synthetic fiber. So synthetic fibers are very useful in a nowadays. Why? Because due to its characters. So now we are going to study what are the types of the synthetic fibers. First I am going to take rayon. First I am consider rayon. What is rayon? The question arises in your mind, what is rayon? See, in the 19th century in China, one beautiful fiber will be invented, that is obtained, that is nothing but the silk. The silk will be obtained by the peoples of the China, but the Chinese are going to be kept secret how they are going to make that silk fiber. Why? Because so it is a very beautiful fabric, the silk fabric. It is a very shiny fabric, and that fabric will be get attracted by all the countries. To get the economy, they are not going to lose the secret to how to make the silk fiber. So in that cases, in that time, at the end of the 19th century, some of the scientists are going to invent the similar type of the fabric or the similar type of fiber like silk. They are going to try to invent the similar type of the fiber like silk, that at the end of the 19th century they are going to get a similar type of the silk fiber, a similar type of the fiber that is similar to the silk, that is nothing but the rayon. They get the similar type of the fiber like the silk, that is rayon. Why they are going to make that? Why they are going to invent the similar type of the fiber? Because that the silk fabric, it is very beautiful, and at that days that is very commercial. So that's why they are going to make a natural, that is a artificial fiber by the chemicals or by the inventions. They got the rayon as the new fiber similar to that of the silk. The rayon, the scientists are going to be make the artificial fiber that is similar to the silk, that is called it as a rayon. So how they are going to make, what the chemicals they are going to use here is, the rayon is obtained by the chemical treatment with the wood pulp. They are going to make this rayon fiber with the help of wood pulp. With the rayon fiber, it is obtained by the treatment with the wood pulp. So this effect or this invent causes the rate in the silk fiber, or the economical value of the silk will be decreases. Why? Because it is very cheaper than the silk fiber. After the invention of the rayon, the silk fibers, the rayon will be very cheaper than the silk. So that causes very good economical help for all the nations, because China peoples are doesn't going to give the secrets to how to make the silk fiber. So that's why it is a very important thing here. What is that is a rayon. The rayon, it is nothing but the artificial fiber similar to that of the silk, and it is obtained from the wood pulp treatment, the chemical treatment with the wood pulp, and it is very cheaper than the silk fiber. Rayon is mixed up with the cotton to make bed sheets, mixed with the wool to make carpets. In which items we are going to use this rayon? It is, the rayon is mixed with the cotton to make bed sheets. In your home you are using some shiny bed sheets, isn't it? In that shiny bed sheets, the cotton will be mixed up with the rayon, or the rayon will be mixed up with the cotton to make bed sheets. And also this rayon will be mixed up with the wool to make carpets, beautiful carpets, smooth carpets you are going to see in your home. That will be made by the mixed up rayon with the wool, or wool with the rayon. We are going to make carpets. So it is one of the invention made by the scientist as a artificial fiber. So another one synthetic fiber we are going to study here is the nylon. What is nylon? So see here, it is also obtained, it is also invented in 1931. So it is one type of the synthetic fiber we are going to use in the similar cases. So it is used in ropes, tents, toothbrushes and car seats. See here, the nylon will be used in ropes, strong ropes, and the net tents. We are going to use some of the cloths that is nothing but made by the nylon. So and also it is used in the car seats. But how it is going to be made? It is prepared from coal, water and air. Nylon is prepared from coal, water and air. We are going to make the nylon with the help of coal, water and air. It is a very strong and elastic. Nylon, it is very strong and elastic. Why? That's why we are going to make this use in the ropes. We are going to use nylon in the preparation of the ropes. Why? Because it has very elastic property. I got understood. And then also it is a very lustrous and it is easy to wash. Nylon, it is a very lustrous. Lustrous means it is very shiny. It has a very shining property, and also it is very elastic. I got understood. So some of the nylon cloths we are going to see here is, it is a very lustrous. Lustrous means it is always shining, and also it is easy to wash. I got understood. So next we are going to use this nylon in socks, preparation of socks. In the preparation of socks we are going to use the nylon fiber, and also we are going to use in the preparation of the tents, toothbrushes, car seats, sleeping bags, and also in the curtains. Some of the very beautiful curtains which you are going to see in your houses, that is made by the nylon fibers. That nylon fibers may be mixed up with the cotton, wool or anything, or also the pure nylon curtains, the pure nylon socks are present, that will be made by the fiber called nylon. The nylon is obtained, or it is prepared by using coal, water and air. You have to remember here, nylon is prepared from coal, water and air, but the rayon is prepared from, it is obtained from which material? It is obtained by the chemical treatment with the wood pulp. Have you got understood? So next, another one synthetic fiber we are going to discuss here, it is polyester and acrylic. So first I am considering polyester. Polyester, it is the word polyester, it is familiar to you. Why? Because when you are going to purchase some cloths materials in the cloth shops, you are going to hear two words. One, it is a polyester, another one it is a cotton regularly. So what is meant by polyester here is, the polyester, it is nothing but it is a type of a synthetic fiber. The polyester cloth, it is nothing but the fabric made by the synthetic fiber called a polyester. What is polyester? Why we are going to use this? So see here, why we are going to use this polyester? Because it does not wrinkle easily. The polyester dresses or the polyester cloths used very high percentage in nowadays. Why? Because it doesn't wrinkle easily. Have you got understood? Why? Because why we are going to use these polyester dresses? Because there is no need to iron the dresses. So why? Because it doesn't wrinkle very easily. And the example for the polyesters are tetracycline and PET, that is PET. The PET, it is a familiar word to you. The PET bottles you are hearing. What is meant by PET here? What is the full form of the PET? The full form of the PET, it is nothing but polyethylene tetraphthalate. Polyethylene terephthalate. Sorry, it is not a tetra, it is a terephthalate. Polyethylene terephthalate, it is a full form of PET. We are going to use this word every day, that is a PET bottle. We are going to use you are going to take the water from the PET bottles, isn't it? That PET bottles are made by the polyesters. One of the type of the polyester, it is nothing but the PET. PET means polyethylene terephthalate. Have you got understood? Polyethylene terephthalate. You have to remember this word. So what are the uses of this polyester? It is used in the preparation of the bottles. It is used in the preparation of the films. So when you are in the before days, in the earlier days, the films are made by some plastic film covers. They are going to print the images, and also they are going to print the sounds in the plastic films. That films are made by this polyester, that is called it as a PET or a tetracycline. Have you got understood? So the polyester, it is used in the preparation of the films. The polyester, it is used in the preparation of the bottles, and also the polyester used in the preparation of some of the utensils which we are going to use in our homes. So it is one word. See here, polyester. Polyester. In the polyester there is two words. One, it is a poly, another one is a ester. What is ester? You have know already. Poly means many. You have to know here, poly means many. What is meant by a ester? Ester, it is nothing but it is a chemical substance which gives us fruit smell. I got remember. See here, the ester, it is nothing but it is a chemical substance. It gives us fruit smell. we are going to use this chemical in the production of the synthetic fiber. We are going to mix up the some of the esters. The synthetic fiber which made by the esters are called it as a polyesters. Have you got understood what is ester? Ester, it is a chemical substance which gives a fruit smell. So fabrics like a polycot, polywool, terrycot are made by mixing of two types of the fabric. See, you are going to heard some words polyesters. In the polyesters we are going to heard polycot, polywool and terrycot. These are the fabrics made by mixing up of two types of them, two or more types of the fabrics or fibers. For example, I am considering polycot. If the polycot is made up of mix up of the polymer with the cotton, the fabric polycot is made by mixing the polymer with the cotton, we get the polycot. Similarly, mixing the wool with the polymer, we get the polywool. So these are the different types of the fabrics. They are made by mixing up of another polymers. Have you got understood? They are nothing but polycot and polywool. So these are the polyesters. Now next I am going to give you the idea about acrylic. What is acrylic? Acrylic, it is a wool-like fiber. It is a wool-like fiber. Nothing but it replaces the wool. Have you got understood? It is a wool-like fiber. It will be used in preparation of sweaters. You have to remember in which cases we are going to use the wool in the preparation of the sweaters. In nowadays, the sweaters which we are going to buy, it is not made up by purely made up of the wool. It is made up of the mixing of the acrylic and the wool. Have you got understood? Acrylic, it is a one type of the fiber which is similar to the wool. It is used in preparation of sweaters, preparation of blankets and also preparation of shawls. You have to remember acrylic, it is used in preparation of the sweaters, preparation of the blankets and preparation of the shawls. These are some important synthetic fibers that are nothing but the types of the synthetic fibers that are nothing but rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic and plastics. Acrylic and plastic. These are the five types of synthetic fibers which we are studying in this session. So why we are going to use this synthetic fibers? Why we are going to replace the synthetic fibers to replace the natural fibers? Why? Because due to the characteristics of these synthetic fibers. Why the man is going to be replace the natural fibers with the synthetic fibers? Why? Because due to its characters. The man always try to get everything very easily. So have to understood. So we are saying one word in the science, that is entropy. Man always moves towards the entropy. Entropy means he was not struggling to get anything. The man always has one thing in his mind, that is he always get everything with very easily. Without effort he want to get everything. So the man replaces the natural fibers by the synthetic fibers. Why? Because due to its character. First one, it is a durable. It is very durable than the natural fibers. That's why the man, he is going to be replace the synthetic fiber with the natural fiber. Another one character of the synthetic fiber, it is a less expensive. Compared to the natural fiber, the synthetic fiber cost very small price. Have got understood? Therefore, the synthetic fibers are going to be replace the natural fibers. Then another one is dry up very quickly. The fabrics which are made by the synthetic fibers, when we are going to wash that fabrics, compared to the natural fabrics, the fabrics which made by the natural fabrics are the natural fiber. The synthetic fabrics are the fabrics which are made by the synthetic fibers are going to be dry up very quickly when we are going to wash. Therefore, human beings are going to be replace the natural fabrics by the synthetic fabrics. Another one is readily available. These synthetic fibers, it is very easy to prepare. They are readily available. But the natural fabrics or the natural fibers takes a long process. First, we are going to take the natural fiber by some of the plants or some of the animals. It takes a long time. But compared to the synthetic fibers, it is readily available. It takes very small time to time to make the synthetic fibers, and another one is easy to maintain. These synthetic fibers are easy to maintain, so compared to the natural fabrics, that's why we are going to use synthetic fiber. Another one is it's soak less in water, so when we are going to wash the cloths of the synthetic fibers or synthetic fabrics, it soaks very less compared to the natural fibers. If it is soaks very less, it will be dried up very quickly. If it soaks very high, then it will take that very high time to dry it up. So it is one of the character of the synthetic fiber which we are going to use. Next I am going to discuss about the plastics. As I told already, our life without plastic it is impossible to imagine, because it will be very familiar in the human being's life, that is the plastic. Everything we are going to use today's lives, that is made up of some parts of that particle, it is made up of the plastic. So why we are going to use that plastic? What is the reasons behind that? Because the plastic, it is easily moldable. We have to remember, it is easily moldable. It can be made to any structure. We can give any structure to the plastics. It is very easily moldable material. And another one is it can be recycled. So once the plastic material it will be used, it can be recycled, means if the use of the plastic, that material it will be ends, then at that time we can recycle. That means we can convert it into another plastic. So it is one of the reason why we are going to use the plastic here. And also it is reused. So it is another one property of the plastic, that is we can reuse the material once we are going to use it. Have got understood? Another one is it can be colored. So plastic, we can give any color to the plastic which we want. So that's why we are going to use the plastic more. And also another one important character here, plastic will be rolled into a thin sheets. It can be rolled into a thin sheets. Have got understood? So and another one is the plastic will be made into a thin wires. We can also it converted into a thin wires. Plastic can be rolled into a thin sheets, and also plastic will be pulled into made to a thin wires. That's why we are using the plastic in more items. So we are going to, in the plastic there are two types. There are nothing but thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. What are thermoplastics and what are thermosetting plastics? See here, make an activity here. Take your pen, light up a candle, hold your pen to the candle for 5 to 6 minutes. What are the reactions, what are the observations you are going to see in that activity? Your pen will be melted, your pen will be bended when you are going to place your pen on the lighted candle for the 4 to 5 minutes. So the plastics which are going to be deformed easily when we are going to heat it, the plastics which deform easily when the heat will be provided, that plastics are nothing but the thermoplastics. Thermoplastics are the plastics which deformed easily due to the heating. That's are called it as a thermoplastics. The plastics which are deformed easily with the help of the heat are called it as a thermoplastics. And what are the example for the thermoplastics are polythene, PVC, and twice we are going to use. What is PVC here? We are going to use the PVC pipes for the connection of water, for the electrical circuits. We are going to use the PVC pipes. What is meant by the PVC? PVC, it is nothing but polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride is a one type of the synthetic material. Have to remember. So this PVC is a thermoplastic, and also polythene bags we are going to use, it is a thermoplastic. Have to remember. So it is also deformed easily by heating. And also the toys which we are going to use, which the children are going to use, and the comb, some of the materials which we are going to use in our home. Your pen, isn't it? Your pen, the plastic plates. So all are the thermoplastics. These are the thermoplastics. Why? Because they are going to deform when we are going to give some heat to it. And what are the thermosetting plastics? These thermosetting plastics are nothing but these are opposite to the thermoplastics. What are thermosetting plastics here? Once the plastic will be setted, or once the plastic will be made, in thermosetting plastics, these thermosetting plastics, it cannot be deformed. It cannot be deformed if we are provide the heat. So thermosetting plastics, what are thermosetting plastics here? The plastics which does not deformed easily by heating, that are called it as a thermosetting plastics. Have you remember? So have you got understood what are thermosetting plastics here? Thermosetting plastics are the plastics which does not deformed easily by heating. For example, here I am considering one, it is a bakelite. It is a bakelite, it is a very familiar example for the thermosetting plastics. In your kitchen, the cooker handle has the sum of the plastic. You have to remember, the cooker handle has the sum of the plastic. That plastic will be nothing but the bakelite. Why we are going to use the bakelite, I will discuss. And also another one is melamine. So and also switches. The bakelite is used in the switches, electrical switches. In the electrical poles, one plastic material, one black material is there. That is nothing but the bakelite. It is a plastic material. It is a thermosetting plastics. And the sum of the switches which we are going to use, that is made by the, it is not a plastic switches. The bakelite switches are present. Have got understood? These are made up by the bakelites. So it is one of the plastic, one of the thermosetting plastics. Have got understood? Another one is melamine. Under one thermosetting plastic, it is a melamine. Melamine is used in the floor tiles. So in the tiles which we are going to use in the kitchens, or this melamine, it is used in the cloths which we are going to use in the kitchen or in the fireworks. The cloths which we are going to wear in the fireworks, that is made up of this melamine. Why? Because it is not easily get deformed by heating. I got understood. So why the mothers are not going to use the cotton dresses in the kitchen? Why? Because why they are not using the polyester dresses, synthetic fibers. Why? Because they are easily get deformed. I got understood. It is one of the disadvantage of the plastic or the synthetic fiber. It is nothing but the plastics or the synthetic fibers are going to be melt very easily by heating. That's why we are not going. It is one of the disadvantage of the synthetic fiber. And also the plastic, it is a very good material we are going to use. The reason behind that, it is why we are going to use it is nothing but it is very familiar, because it is easily moldable, first thing, and also it can be recycled very easily, and also it is used in a lot things. Why? Because it resists the heat. It is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. You have to remember here, plastic, it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. In all electrical circuits, the wire, the thin copper wire will be covered up with the plastics. Why? Because plastic doesn't conduct the current. I got understood. And also we are going to use in the handles of the cooker. Why? Because it doesn't conduct the heat. It is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. And one of the disadvantages of the plastic, it is nothing but it is a non-biodegradable. I got understood. It is a non-biodegradable material. What are biodegradable material? The materials which decomposes easily in the environment are called it as a biodegradable materials. But plastic, it is a non-biodegradable material. It takes a long time. It takes a long time to degrade in the environment. So it causes the lots of the pollution. Have to remember. So it is one of the most important problem nowadays we are going to face. That is nothing but the pollution of the plastic. Have to remember. Why? Because if the plastics are burned, it will be releases some poisonous gases. So it can't be burn the plastic materials. We can't burn the plastic materials. But what we are going to do here, it is biodegradable, and also if we are going to burn it, it releases some harmful gases. So it is one of the most dangerous problem which we are going to face in nowadays. But what is the solution for that? We have a 5R rule here. 5R rule. What is 5R rule? The solution for the plastic pollution, it is nothing but first one is reduce. recycle, recycle, refuse, refuse, reuse. See, reduce, recycle, refuse and reuse. These are the some of the steps we are going to use. We are going to control the pollution of the plastic here. So by refusing, by reducing, if we are going to use, or if you are going to use more number of plastic items, you have to reduce that use of the plastic items. And recycle, if the plastic item will be, the use of the plastic item will be completed or it is not wanted, then you have to recycle it into another material, you have to convert it into another material. Another one is refuse. That is, refuse is whenever the need is there, in that time you have to use the plastic. If there is no need, you have to refuse to use of the plastic. And another one is reuse. What is reuse here? If the possibilities are there which we are going to use one plastic in more times, for more times, then you have to use that material for the more times. That is nothing but reuse. By maintaining these 5 R rules, we are going to control the pollution of the plastic which are present in the environment. So this is all about the synthetic fibers and plastics, the chapter synthetic fibers and plastics. So in the next session we are going to study about in your next lesson. Thank you.